We do love you, Leeds, although I don't like technology right now. So this might be really poor quality. For some reason, my microphone and my camera is just not working. So please tell me that this is palatable for the evening. Really annoyed. Been trying to sort it backstage. I've seen someone say, is it the kids or is it really techie problems? It's techie problems. It doesn't regularly happen on this channel, really. I doubt a bit of techie, but for some reason it's not picking it up. But is it okay? Yeah, Danny says it looks okay. Fine, good, because this is just my laptop mic and my laptop camera. So thank you for that, guys. Thank you for being here. I've had 3 nights off, which isn't like me. A bit tired of football lately. The recent results have made me just need a bit of a break. I normally hate international breaks, although I will say I'm hating it again now. But these last few days it's been nice to sort of regroup, refresh, recharge the batteries and go again. So I've had a nice couple of days off, a couple of early nights than normal. You know me on here, 10 o'clock lives and that. But yeah, let's see who's in the house. So Danny, smash a like, subscribe to this great up-and-coming Leeds content creator. Yes, his score predictions may be wild, but we love him for it. Cheers, Danny. Cheers, my mate. Yeah, as usual, you know, my mate Danny, who's a moderator, will bang these in. So Sean at Wilco Whites, please check his channel out. Passion for Leeds, my good friend Callum, Danny Rumsey himself. Go check these great YouTube channels out in the Leeds sphere. Solomon, hey up, mate, hope you well. Evening all. Imagine waiting for Leeds. I know, waiting 2 weeks or waiting for me to waffle on about Leeds, a bit of both. Yeah, you mate won it. Yeah, literally, kids went down a fair while ago, to be fair. So it wasn't the kids tonight. Shawnee, all good, mate. Hey up, mate. My mate Rob, hey up, Brookie. Evening all, nobody's my cheers, mate. Good day, up, Joe Blackburn, hope you well, my friend. Seen a lot of your name pop up on my WhatsApp messages today, Joe. Trying to organise stuff for this great event on the 20th of July. Anyone who doesn't know about it, it's going to be phenomenal. Raising money for prostate cancer, UK. All the Leeds YouTubers getting together for a game of football. I'm actually going to be documenting a bit of a weight loss journey on my TikTok. I think the TikTok blew up the other day with me doing a viral video of bloody biscuits. Yeah, so 100,000 views on me not knowing what a biscuit was. So it's quite funny. But yeah, I'll be doing some sort of weight loss. I need it for that football game because I'm all right at football, but with this weight I can't get upstairs without panicking. So that's to come. So watch this space. But nice to see you in, Joe. Thank you, mate, for popping along. Probably intrigued of what the exciting news is, which I'll get into in a little bit. Matt is piggybacking Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, it's in Nalch. Not on the lead podcast, James. Yeah. We just have to equal or better the two teams we lost, Stephen. Yeah, straight into it, Stephen. 100%. You got to think that those two sides are out of our arse as well. They've got to play each other, so that's massive, isn't it? You know, if they didn't have that game looming, it may feel a little bit more worrying. But the fact that they can't set maximum points, you know, each in these last 9 games, they actually physically can't, is great for us. And that weekend could be a massive pivotal moment in Championship, couldn't it? Danny says he's doing his QPR review tomorrow. I'm not doing Swansea preview till presser, see if we have players out. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting presser, that, buddy, isn't it, when they all come back from international duty. Firpo's international duty just seems pointless, doesn't it? I don't want to diminish what it means to him being Dominican Republic, but a couple of friendlies, isn't he playing the same team twice or something? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's such a stupid moment to have international friendlies, internationals in general. It's just a joke. Yeah, slow down. I'm glad you can all see and hear me all right, though. That's good. Foster, MOT, hey up, mate. That's my boy, Jack. If you've all watched my tour of Elland Road, you'll see my son Jack on that. Absolutely class. If anyone hasn't done that, when they come back out, make sure you do it. Great value for money. I couldn't believe how cheap it was. Great experience. I absolutely loved it. Handy row. It's good enough. It probably is, mate. You don't want to see my face in high definition, dear. Let's be honest. Elizabeth Meagle. That's what happens when Jonah tries to be daddy on him. Yeah. So my son Jonah, which you'll see in some videos, my little lad who's got autism, and he absolutely fascinated with microphones and stuff. So when I came in from work earlier, so I was sat at my desk, and then all of a sudden, my microphone and my camera's not working. I wonder why that is, Jonah. But yeah, it's as long as he's happy, we'll get there. As I said on the own Leeds Bros channel, Stephen, if we have a 3-point lead coming into Sheffield United v Burnley match, we'd be promoted. Yeah, Sean, Can we get that 3-point gap though, mate? Can we get that 3-point gap? I hope so. Evening, Nigel. Hope you well. I hope Callum. We all love Leeds. You know that, mate. You know that. You know that. My good friend Brooke, hope you well, mate. The only thing that looks terrible is that attachment. Yeah, honestly, right? I almost shaved it off for this. I'm like, shall I shave it off for my special announcement? I love it. I love it. The more people mention it, I just keep it. It's awful because I can't grow this little bit. I've got a little bit here I can't grow. It's awful. But I don't know why I'm sort of attached to it. Sort of attached to this this look of this chubby man with a ginger mustache. I don't know why I like it, but I do. But I don't give a shit. I used to care what people think. Don't give a shit now, which is probably a bad thing. Probably a bad thing. These 2 weeks will fly by. Yeah, mate. We'll wish him away, won't we, Andy? Then we'll be in thick of a dogfight for those top 2 positions, and we'll be nervous as hell. So let's just enjoy, the peace and quiet for a few weeks. So it has been nice these last few days, but it is getting to the point now where, especially as we approach that weekend, and it's like, I want some football now. We need some football. Cheers, Sean. Yeah, you're right, Callum. Leeds are falling apart again. Almost a 2K, mate. I won't be long, mate. Hey up, Nige. To be fair, mate, it slowed down a bit. I haven't been pushing it like I used to. I'm gonna do an ups and downs next week. You know me. I like to touch on mental health side of stuff as well and let you all know how I'm feeling. And my passion is outside just Leeds United, outside my family. Massive advocate of mental health. And I'll tell you what, like doing this channel, I'm going to go into it now. I'll save it for that really. But doing this channel has been one of the best things I've ever done. I've got so many friends. I've got people in chat I see every night. Nige, you're one of them, and everyone's just fucking mint. I've had very few bad experiences since I've done it. But I tell you what, like at certain points, you look at numbers, you chase numbers, and sometimes too much of a good thing can become a bad thing. And I had to check myself a couple of weeks ago a little bit, Nige, and be like, I don't need to be focused on numbers, just need to let it go. And I speak to a lot of top guys, Jer and stuff, and get advice off these who are now friends in space. And, I've always done it for the right reasons, but sometimes you get a little bit focused on stuff and it becomes a bit of a negative. So I've really tried to strip that back and just get back to just enjoy. I've always enjoyed it, but not focusing on any of the data and just coming on when I want to come on. And that's it. So yeah, it'll happen when it happens. But if I'm honest, like what I've got to announce tonight, I'm really excited by. And just having decent figures when I'm live, that's what I'm all about. My show, my channel's all about the live interaction, as you guys know, and that's what I focus on more than like any numbers, really. Is for Brendan Ashley? I wouldn't have thought so, mate. It shouldn't be muted. Don't be telling me that, Joe. Now I've just been waffling on like that, mate. Evening all, looking well, Mr. Foster. Thank you. Well, apparently this camera I must look better because the camera's less quality, mate. You must enjoy looking at my face like this, buddy. But yeah. Does anyone know? In the chat, if you haven't seen it on TikTok, I did a video the other day where I seen a biscuit that I've never seen before. I know we're going to talk the topic here, but you know me. Called a Garibaldi. And I've never heard of a Garibaldi ever in my life, right? So I just did an innocent video going, what the chuff is a Garibaldi, and posted it on TikTok. It blew up. 106, 107,000 views. Never had I don't like it in my life. A couple of thousands message comments on it. It's blown up crazy. I literally look like the biggest fool in the world because I think there were only one other person that said they'd never heard of it, but they were about 18 years younger than me. But yeah, it's a funny one that I just thought I'd mention it. Yeah, Gary bloody Baldy. I've never heard of it. There he goes. Look, Gary Baldy. Evening, Duncan. Up you well, mate. We're having a good week so far. There's my mate Adam, mate up buddy. Looking forward to Late Night Leeds on Friday. Can't wait. Am I the only one that can't hear a thing? This is so weird. Yeah, mate. I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping it's just you. Yeah, there we go. It is just you, 100%. Yeah, penniless Caribbean FAs desperate for £4. Yeah, 100%, mate. It's really, really, really pointless there. What have I missed? Nothing, mate. Just a chubby lad with a ginger mustache chatting rubbish. Duncan, loved the Elland Road tour vlog, spending quality time with your kids like this. But yeah, Duncan, honestly, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And kids loved it as well. They were really well behaved. They really, you know what it is? You have moments in that tour where they go into depth about the history, obviously, and the artifacts and show you stuff from past. And I expected, those little moments where it weren't entertaining for young ones, especially Theo was 5 and my daughter who was 7. Like, our Jack at 15, he loves all that anyway. He were loving it. But those moments where there were a bit of a dip in like the tempo and the excitement, absolutely blew me away how good they were, and they were so fixated and I loved it. I learned so much, and yeah, it is, mate, quality time with kids, showing the next generation of Fosters. This is the legacy. Leeds United, continue it. It's in your blood. Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. So yeah, it's it was really good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. I really am. Worthwhile doing, 100%. Hey up, Emily. Hope you're all right, love. Keep the tash. It's staying. It's staying. I get told all the time I could shave it off. It's not. It's not. It will. It will. It 0.9 on a gram. Yeah, I love all this. I love it. It's just going to end up turning into Emily, welcome to the madhouse. Yes, we love it. Leeds United, it's always a madhouse. Everyone needs time off from Leeds United. They do, Rob. They do. Old school biscuits. Garibaldi, fucking horrible biscuit. It is, mate. It is. Yeah, honestly, that's all I've heard. Dead fly biscuits, I keep calling it. Garibaldi's are nice. They're not. They're not nice. They're not. I tried it dry. I tried it dipped in my tea. It was awful. It was awful. Yeah, well, that's back it as well. What I got. Oh, my son hit 140 today playing darts. Well done, son. That's class, mate. But 180 next. Yeah, cheers, Ming. It was, mate. I really enjoyed it. What did you learn you didn't know from the LUFC? So, I know a lot of it, to be fair, but one of them I didn't know was the lad that, I think I said it on my last live, the lad that died playing for Leeds City, I think like 1904, before we become Leeds United. Got wedged between two opposition players and went off clutching his chest. Someone told him to think he's having an heart attack. Next thing, there were two other injured players on pitch, so they had to come off. So we had to go back on. He ran on pitch to play in the middle of having an heart attack and died 30 seconds later. Like, I learned that. I also learned the superstitions of Don Revie, which I knew he had a lot of them. The fact that he got a palm reader to come and sit in front of in the centre circuit Elland Road and told him to piss in each corner of the grass to get rid of the superstition that he thought there was something going on at Elland Road. And he did it. He walked around the great Don Revie and pissed in each corner of Elland Road. That, again, that was just ace. Learned bits about the fire, the electrical fire. It burnt down like loads of all the goalposts, everything, all the bits and bobs, rather than just not just the stadium, everything that Leeds sort of owned were in that stand as well. And it was great. It was great. There were loads of stuff I didn't know, to be fair. Too much to probably mention. Next thing, you will be calling a bread cake a roll. I'm doing a great job, lad. Cheers, Paul. Thanks, mate. I was ready to outrun you on the pitch, but then you shaved that tash more streamlined. I have no chance. Yeah, mate. Yeah, I'll be good, mate. Come that game, I will be good. Come that game, I can't wait for it. Love my smashing. Yeah, please stick a like on. Please subscribe if you're new here. It's not something I happen about too much, but yeah, please, if you're here and you don't mind, that'd be great. Matty didn't know there was a fire there as well. Yeah, there was a fire, mate, in the West Stand. Burnt the West Stand down. And I think it was it Don Revie's side winning a certain trophy or doing something that season that paid for it to get rebuilt. Sure, that were right. Might have got that mixed up with someone else, but yeah, we're class someone. It were really good. Really, really good. Really interesting, Brookie. You need to go do it. Yeah, there we go. Solomon mentioned it there. Football from David Soldier Wilson dying on the pitch to relegation loan clauses. Game's gone. Yeah, that was well. First black player in English FA Cup fan, Albert Johansson. Yeah, he got mentioned a couple of times, to be honest. No, I didn't know, mate. Yeah, that would it, mate. The only thing left from the fire was an actual badge. But someone had took that, there was a shirt that had been burnt, and someone had seen it and took it home and kept it for 50 years and then decided to cut the badge off the shirt and send it back into the club and be like, oh, I've held this for 55 years or 50 odd years from the fire. So now that's the only thing they've got left from the fire is this badge that someone had at home for like 5 years. Yeah, that's the one. It was the other stands that Revie done. Yeah, John Childs. Sold John Childs to Juventus and that paid for that stand, hence the name. Yeah, that's right, mate. That's right, my friend. Good job you're on it, mate, because I'm all over the shop. But yeah, so I want to get your guys' thoughts on a few points. We're going to really dissect it on Late Night Leeds on Friday with the boys, Sean and Adam, as we usually do. But I'd like to know what you guys think. Obviously, a couple of days to settle down after one winning 4 is not great. I spoke to Priestley about it. pre-match, post-match, should I say, after that 2-2 draw at QPR. But table promotion concerns, how's people feeling? Are you worried? I were worried. I feel a little bit more relaxed now after a few days to sort of dwell on it. I haven't watched too much content, if I'm honest. I watched Joe and Jers earlier, which I enjoyed actually, but outside that, I haven't watched anybody else's content really. Sean at Wilco Wise, obviously I watched his QPR post-match, but yeah, I don't like to really come on here and have other people's opinions sort of etched in my mind. So I'm still of the mindset that we'll go up. I'm still nervy. I'm not nervy now because we're not playing until a week on Saturday, which I'm quite happy about. But Sheffield United, they just won't go away. They just will not go away. I love that. What's the news, you clickbait bastard? Honestly, it's not clickbait because I'm going to be telling you news in here, mate. I just want to get talking first. I'm saying we go up, but we finish second. I'll tell you what, Joe. You'll find out in about 15 minutes, mate. In about 50, I let it bookmark for about quarter to 11. I'll announce it, and then we'll have a chat about it. Sean, I am chilled. We win our home games, and home games are all winnable, aren't they, Sean? I seen Joe say earlier, thinks win all his home games, and we probably are going to win one away from home at least. Which I think we'll win more than that. I do think we go up. It's just very, very hard to gauge at the minute. How tight it's going to be. Do we think it's going to go to the last game? Do we think we'll create a gap? I have been thinking all season there'll be a little bit of a gap coming to it. I'm not too sure now. There isn't many opportunities, I don't think, for these sides to drop points, although I do think Coventry, for both sides, is a massive game. They've got to play each other. So when I look at the fixtures, they're the only two, really, I look at for both sides and think it's going to be a struggle potentially in those games for them and take maximum points. But the way Sheffield United are playing, they've got all the bounce at ball, don't they? All the looks going their way. They play turgid football at times and come out with 3 points. Burnley are improving. It's definitely a worry because we are regressing a little bit. We've seen that in these last 4 games. We aren't what we were, 2 months ago. We're not. Is that going to get better with Ampadu coming back after the national break, which apparently is going to be back, which is, I think, essential. I think that top 2, I'll be quite bold about it. I think that top 2 hinges on Ampadu being back and fully fit. I really do. I'm a massive happy clapper half at time, but I do honestly think if Ampadu would have been out for the season, it could have been a struggle, because I just think it correlates with our away form when he's out. It's massive. When he's out, we tend to struggle away from home, and I think the way he plays and blocks those passing lanes as Jer says and covers ground and he's really good football IQ. When he ain't in the side, you're relying on Gruev to do it. Gruev's been off it. That's a problem. If Gruev's on it and you don't massively miss Ampadu, great. But if Ampadu's out and Gruev's not at it, then you're relying on Rothwell and Tanaka. But we've seen in away games, we're giving up a little bit too much of the ball, really, giving up too much possession, giving up too many gaps and chances from score, hence why the goals have creeped in again. We're conceding first again away from home. But I do think with Ampadu coming back after the national break, I think we're going to be sweet. I do, but it is definitely a concern. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what Adam and Sean have got to say on that when we speak on Friday. Do you a deal? I'll send you a 3D render of the Team 1 shirt and you tell me the news. Joe, you're going to find out real soon, trust me, mate. You're going to find out real soon. Real soon. I'm excited with the Leeds. Next 8 games. Send me anyway. Joe Blackburn just sent me a message here. You're a flamer, mate. You're a flamer. Man, I'm so sick. Joe Blackburn, you are so sick. You need to send me that with my name on back and that'll be even sweeter. Love that, mate. You're doing so well. Joe's absolutely smashing this, guys, for this charity football. Absolutely smashing it, Joe. Keep going, mate. A lot of hard work, but you're doing brilliant. Andy, I'm excited with Leeds' next 8 matches promotion. It's party time playoffs. Honestly, I hope to God, as we all do, it all goes the right way because it is going to be party time round Elland Road. I cannot wait. Really can't. Boo, come on, tell us your news. If I talk about the news, we're just going to go full into that then and we won't be able to talk about the game. Promotion for the playoffs is too brutal if you sack Farker. I'm a little bit nervous, as I hope you're well anyway, mate. I hope I'm a bit nervous, but it could also be me starting work again tomorrow after 2 years of cancer surgery, chemo. So wish me. Get in, Ina, mate. Oh, mate, I'm buzzing for you, buddy. That's class, mate. Sorry, I know you've gone through a rough time. We spoke on air and stuff, and you're always on here, mate. Starting work again tomorrow. Buzzing for you, mate. Buzzing for you. So glad you've come out of the side of that, man. I'm sure everyone on here wishes you well in your new job tomorrow, buddy. You absolute legend. What a top guy. I hope you're not up too early and you end up missing my lives, mate. Oh, mate, I hope all goes well with you, mate. I'm really happy that you've got that, buddy. Class. Fucking go smash it, buddy. You've got this, mate. You've got this. Becky says champions again. Ole, ole. Come on. News is quality, by the way. Here's in Adam. I'm not bothered, me, bro. First or second, as long as no playoffs. Do you know what it is, Paul? I've been a bit of a twat me all year. I've been going, nah, I won't take second. Like, you're saying there, you'd shake on second now, wouldn't you, and go into someone? I'm like, nah, first out, second, second. I'll be honest with you. I'd rip your fucking limbs off a second now, Paul. And that ain't me, mate. I don't make no deal with devil me. Like, we go for top and I want to be champions, and it won't feel as good if we go up second. It won't. But if I'm honest with you now, yeah, after the last few performances, I would shake your hand on second, and I didn't think I'd say that, and that's massive for me to say because I've been a massive advocate. We've got to get first, but really, right now, does it really matter? Probably not. We have the best squad in the league. We can't not get ours. No, 100%, Sean, 100%. It is the best team in the league. So is that a reflection of the other sides playing above their station, or is that a reflection on Farke not doing that well? Because there's an argument to say, Wilder and Parker are doing a better job because they've got a lesser side. Is that an argument? Is that a discussion point? Potentially. But I do also think sides, the people's form, it does vary throughout a season. And when you look at Leeds, we've been pretty squeaky clean most of the year. As worst form has been a couple of draws back to back and rectified another good run started. But this is 1 win in 4. It's bad form for Leeds. Yeah, 2 draws and only the 1 loss, granted. But at this stage of season, a chuffing draw feels like a loss. You're getting 1 singular point. If your other team picks up a win, it's that tight. It's massive. It's massive. A draw feels like a loss. It needs to be, you need to try and win maximum points in every game. But it can't always happen, can it? That's the problem. You can't always get them points every game. So it's the championship. There's going to be more twists and turns, I'm sure. But I do back the boys. I think when you've gone through when you've got mental scars built on problems in past years and failures in other years, it strengthens you, and you will go again next year and potentially do it. And I think that's where Leeds are this year. They'll do it. Just have a feeling Sheffield United end up third. Oof. It's so difficult to say, mate. I've said Burnley were third all year. Then they look even better now than they have done all season. But then I just can't imagine Sheffield United falling off a cliff, mate, because they're just there all the time, aren't they? Amazing, Ina. Really love that, mate. Really hope all goes well as you want. Yes, says Adam. Yeah, we all echo that, mate. On here, that we're a great community on my channel and in the Leeds sphere. We all echo that, Ina, mate. Hell yeah, Ina, smashing it. Go on, man. Hope you are right, Matty, because we was not very good after the break last year. No, but I think we beat Swansea 4-0. I hope so, buddy. I'll be there, and I think I'm actually going to. I said I'm going to do a watch along for Middlesbrough game, but I think one of my mates, Danny, who I only know through TikTok and social media for doing Leeds stuff, fingers crossed, he might be able to get me a ticket for Middlesbrough away, and I'll be going with the Kippax Whites, which I've been a one away game in my life, and that was about 12, 15 years ago probably. Reading away, Luke Murphy got a goal and Sam Byram got a goal. So long ago it was, 10 years ago, maybe something like that. Big up, Ina, yeah, man. And like you're starting work, smash it, bud. We're all behind you, Ina. We're all behind you, buddy. You'll have a cracking shift tomorrow, mate, and you'll feel mint. You'll feel absolutely mint. Well done, buddy. Matty's big news, just discovered chocolate digested. Anyway, it's nearly 50 people in it, like 47, which is brilliant numbers. Thank you so much. Please stick a like on the video. It gets out in the algorithm and all that shite. Then, yeah, please subscribe if you're new here. Yeah, we all echo saying, Becky says good luck. Ina says, Nige says good luck. Let's go, baby. All Leeds that way. Yeah, up, buddy. Hope you're well. Yeah, a lot of love for Ina in here, mate. A lot of love. Good lad. Comes from being a good bloke, mate. You're a decent bloke who's always in here. Come rain or shine. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Me calm, mate. You defo got this 100%. You think it's a reflection on Farke? Yeah, I mean, I can go with that notion, Sean. I can. I think he's doing a great job. I do. But then when you look at it, why are these other sides who aren't for me, nowhere near our quality, our level. Why are they so close to us? I mean, Sheffield United, technically, I mean, he loves saying it, doesn't he? Fucking Tosser, what's he called? Wilder. We're on 82 points. We're on 82 points. Keep saying, we're at 80. But, you know, yeah, you have actually gained 2 points more than the season. So technically, statistically, Sheffield United are better than Leeds this season, which fucking seems mental. Go on a 17-match unbeaten run yet. You know, if you'd never looked at table for 17 games, which is wild, I know, but if you'd never looked at table, after those 17 games, you're like, right, let's have a little look at table. We'll be miles clear. You turn around and Sheffield United are right there. Burnley right behind them. What's going on? Tickle those likes, folks. Do it for Matty. Thanks, mate. In fact, do it for Ina. Ina loves this channel too. Stick a like on for Ina. Cheers, gloves are off. Sweet science. Thank you, mate. Yeah, love for you, buddy. Farker's got to earn his keep in his last 8 cup finals. No excuse. Hey, mate, there is no excuses. Absolutely zero excuses. We can move on. We can talk about the 10 and all that. But it's the window. We didn't bring a 10 in. Whatever. We didn't bring anybody in. Ultimately, that side is way too good to be finishing outside those top 2. Anyways, smash a like and subscribe, please. And the great news, Matty, is going to be treating you to all soon. I read today Leeds still have positive plans for Isaac Schmidt. Tell you what, you're all waiting for news, aren't you? There's 50 in here now. It's got to 50. I'm just going to come out with the news. So yeah, I'll flick up some of these. So I don't like people messaging and not getting the. I'm gonna start a few. Get to 50 likes and Matty will tell you that, mate, I've got 50 people in here, Danny. It's killing me. I just want to talk about it. Borough and Luton away are the only games that scare me. I agree, Michael. They seem very daunting games, I can't lie. Rob Brookie 499. Thanks so much, mate. Big up, Mike. Congrats on those. Thanks, buddy. Really appreciate that. You don't have to do that, but yeah, I'll always flash your comments up anyway. But thanks so much for super chat. Means a lot, mate. I don't get many. Appreciate that, Rob. Good friend of mine now. Right, so I'm going to start a few of these. Right, news incoming. Right, everyone stop commenting so he has nothing to read. Then he needs to do on the news. Right, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. I had someone message me earlier saying, is it, well, my mate Rob Brookie, is it Lucas Radabit? It's not an ex-player. It's not like that. It's a brand new show that's going to be hosted on Imagine Not Being Leeds, but it's not going to be hosted by me. You know me, I want this channel to be interactive. I want it to be totally different to what's out there, and I want to keep growing. And it doesn't have to just be me. I want Imagine Not Being Leeds to be more than just one person sat here talking. I love this segment, and I know you guys love it too. But there's other avenues and other bits I want to do with it. So without further ado, here's the news. I've been working really hard in background. I'm going to keep waffling for another minute. I've been working very hard in background to try and get this right and get the right people. Adam and Sean from Late Night Leeds have been a massive help in this too. My idea, I need people to bounce it off. I need the idea to grow. I have loads of ideas. I don't stop thinking, and I think this is a brilliant one. So I'm going to play a little clip now, and then I'll talk a bit more afterwards. But please sit back, enjoy this, and I hope you're as excited as I am.
Hi everyone, it's only Becky. We are starting a late night Leeds ladies show, talking all things football, talking all things Leeds, and just putting it out there that girls like football too. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that because that's in the works with Jem and Emily. And if you are a female Leeds fan and you'd like to come on, just give us a message. MLT. Bye.
Hi everyone, Gemma here, also known as Dimples. I just wanted to say how much I'm really looking forward to the Late Night Leeds ladies, and the fact that us women, ladies, should be able to express our opinions and thoughts about football just as much as the men. Hope you're all looking forward to it too.
Hey guys, my name's Emily, also known as Emily on Instagram and TikTok, as I'm a female bricklayer and big Leeds United home and away fan. I can't wait to get started on the Late Night Leeds Ladies podcast along with Gemma and Becky, showing you that us ladies can also have an opinion when it comes to football. Stay tuned.
Big up Becky, Emily, and Gemma, also known as Dimples. So yes, that's my idea. I've had in for a while. I think there's been channels in the past that have had something similar, but this is going to be a regular thing. This is going to be a standalone show within my channel. I want my channel to grow. Like I say, I don't have to be the face of every single show that's on here. The Late Night Leeds brand, I want it to grow beyond anything we've seen before in this space. If you watch Late Night Leeds, we've got loads of segments and bits like that. The Late Night Leeds ladies, there's going to be not much pressure on them. They're very nervous, anxious and nervy about it, as we all are when we start out doing this sort of stuff. Gemma's, she's admin for a lot of the big Facebook groups for Leeds United, so she knows what she's talking about. She goes to games. She's a mum of a lad called Ruben who's got autism, so I've got a lot in common with Gemma. A lot of time for her. I've spoken to her, quite a lot now. I met her at the last game and had a drink with her and chat. So Gemma's a lovely person. You've got Emily, who's a bricklayer, which is a bit different. Loves the football, goes to all the away games and all the home games. So she goes to them all, does Emily. Young lass, really nice. I've got to know her over this last few days. And then you've got Becky, who's well known on TikTok as well, as is Emily. And you're just, three great lasses. And I've gone on the search looking for the right combination within a WhatsApp group now, try to get them to sort of vibe off each other and grow that friendship before they do a video. But what I will say, it's not going to be a live show to start with. I'm going to leave it up to the girls and guide them to start with, give them, pointers best I can. Me, I just talk shit, daughter, but it could grow to something massive, and it's a space where everybody can feel welcome in that space, and hopefully get more female subscribers and have a space where they can come and feel a bit at ease. So, maybe if they don't generally, I feel like it's really important to create a space for females. Obviously, everybody really, but I just think it's something that isn't there, and I think it needs to be. So it's an idea that I've had, an idea that's festered, an idea that somehow I've managed to pull off. And like I say, it's going to be a pre-record. I'm going to try and push the ladies to get a video out maybe early next week, and then we'll see how it goes. Pre-record 30-40 minutes once a week, and we'll see how it grows from there, guys. And yeah, I'm just going to start looking at comments now. I hope it goes down well. Matty, we all will. I know you will. Love it, says Michael. Cheers, Michael. Yeah, Becky J, nice one. Yeah, I mean, a few of you might know Becky off TikTok. She's a grand lass. She's class. Really lucky that all three of these have agreed to do it. I'm absolutely buzzing. As long as it's late, and yeah, well, I don't know. They're going to do pre-record, and then we'll decide when we put it out. I might put it out late. I might still put it out at 9-10 o'clock early in the week. Great idea, Matty. Thank you, Becky J. Yeah, he's watching from work. I think cracking idea. Cheers, Joe. I'm full of cracking ideas. I just don't normally have the motivation to pull them off. Brilliant idea, mate. Well, smash us a like, please, and subscribe if you're new here. I followed Becky on TikTok. Yeah, follow Emily as well. I think it's Emmy Lay, and also Gemma is on there too. We'll start. I'll start banging the tags in at some point too when they get a bit more into it. But yeah, Adam loves it. So are those lads banned from the ladies' chat? 100% not, mate. No, 100% not. They'll be well welcomed, and they'll definitely be able to handle banter. I tell you that all three of them can handle themselves. You had me at female bricklayer. Class in it, Yeah, and they all go to games as well. They're all massive Leeds fans, and I just love it. I think I've got a really good blend here. I think I've managed to do to bring three really great ladies to this space, and hopefully they'll become really good friends, just like me, Sean, and Richard have. Me, Sean, and Adam have. Laughing faces. Not a single tash among them. I mean, cool, Matty, go girls. It'd be great to see a woman doing what us men do love doing about Leeds United. Yeah, Dilip, 100%. Best of luck, Emily. They'll smash it, lad. I hope so, Reese. I'm sure they will. And like I say, I've told them you're allowed to be vulnerable. If you're nervous, just tell us you're nervous. You look at me. You just be honest and just be open. And none of us profess to know everything. You know, even top guys, you know, Joe Blackburn, Joe, like, we're all just fans talking about Leeds. No one's got an opinion that matters any more than anybody else's. They haven't. Like, we're not professionals at this. We just talk about our own opinions, our own lives. You can give a little bit of your personality away, give a little bit of your, if you're nervous, you know, open up and be it. So don't be too, no one's perfect. You know, girls were telling me those little intros they did there, it took them a couple of takes. Now I know that when I do pre-records, I record it 2-3 times. I'm like, I look at it. But I look at it anyway, so it don't fucking matter. Just be yourself, and people will enjoy it. So I'm buzzing with the reaction it's got. Becky, you need the tash though. The ladies will be fine. We won't let anything said bad. No, 100%. There should be nothing said bad anyway. You know, the great girls and the love Leeds, so there's no to be said. But yeah, absolutely. Obviously, I love it. Absolutely love it. Fantastic, Matty. Fully inclusive. It's the way forward, and I bet they're great ladies. Yeah, 100%. Say we've had them in a group chat on WhatsApp now for the last 3 or 4 days, and they handle our banter. The banter better than us, to be fair. And yeah, it's hopefully going to go really well for them, and you know, our late night leads as well. Me, Sean, and Adam, and obviously the channel as well. Please sub to the girls, please. Great ladies, following the best team in the world, 100%. Emily, I've seen a few TikToks. So it's really exciting. Really, really exciting. They probably try and get stole away from me for other channels, but they're always going to have I've said this to them tonight, they're always going to have a home on Imagine Not Being Leeds, the space where they've got their own show and how they want to grow that show. If they want to add people to it, do subscriber shows, who knows? We'll see. So what's the news, Matty? Shut up, you bugger. Yeah, but it's nice to see you in as well. Thanks, Emily, for being here, and thanks for Becky. I think Gemma might have fallen asleep. Said she'll try and stay awake for it, but maybe not. Great idea, mate. Hope it all goes well. Yeah, too right. I know everyone on my channel will back them 100%. I've got great subscribers, great friends on here. Anyone book tickets for the flight to Sweden? No, mate. I was sort of looking at it thinking, imagine, and then realised, I mean, Joe Blackburn got really lucky. We've organised that charity football event, haven't we, for prostate cancer on the 20th. Imagine if that had been same day. Oh, that would have been a nightmare. But no, I'll be gearing up for that. But yeah, it's oh, look at that. Emily's already looked at it, 380 quid for flights. Oof, yeah. Yeah, they're all really passionate. They're all really passionate. I know they're really thankful for reaction as well. Matty's Angels. Definitely not. They're going to stand on their own 2 feet, rightly so as well. It'll just be this platform to sort of let the 3 of them shine, and then we'll see where it goes. Yeah, 100%, Sean. I'm saying, embrace your nerves. It shows you care. 100%. That's what it's all about. Are you going to do it on here or TikTok as well, mate? Well, to be fair, mate, just here for now, to be fair. If they want to do bits on TikTok too, they can. Who knows? You know, maybe a TikTok collab and all that further down the line. But yeah, it's going to be mainly on here, buddy. So try and get it where they're doing a show a week, and it's getting put out as a pre-record, and then we'll see from there. And hopefully they feel confident in however many shows time to say, let's have a go at live, and be class, absolutely class. Now the designer twat needs to spell Becky's name right. That's it. There you go, Becky's fully right there. Initial date was the 19th, and John Charles was booked. Oof, Joe, you didn't have to get away with that one, mate. Imagine. Oh, that'd have been a nightmare. That would have been an absolute nightmare if you'd have got that on the same day as game. I suppose you took a risk. I don't know if you thought, I didn't think about it, Joe, but there was always a chance with pre-season games that could happen. But I didn't even think of that. I didn't book any check baggage or reserve seat or anything. It's mental that. Michael, yes, Matty, nothing to worry about with this chat and group on this channel. However, I was hoping the news would not know he's starting the game in 10. This will have to do. Yeah, it'll have to do, mate. Like I say, I don't know if I over-egged it, but I don't think I did. I've been absolutely buzzing about this news. As soon as they all sent me the clips this morning, I was like, right, it's on. It's on. It's actually on. So, yeah, I've been well buzzing to say this. But, yeah, if I'm honest, mate, moving on at 10, I think Nonto is going to play that role, me, from now to the end of the season. At some point, I think he's going to... I just don't see Aronson playing every game now, not after that cameo of Nonto. But will it be this game after Aronson's had a bit of rest? I'm not too sure, mate, but I've got a feeling it's coming. It's got to be... He should start this next game on merit, mate. He would ace. Absolutely ace when Nonto in that 10. Everything you want from a 10, low centre of gravity is strong. Best thing is he's strong. He can hold the ball. He can hold the defender off him. I fucking love that. Absolutely love that. And he can shoot from distance. You know, Aaron, he's got so much facets to his game that Aronson hasn't got. I know Aronson's got bits that he hasn't got, but for me, I'd rather see him play. I'm going to lie. It's no wonder you're nervous. Read the name of your channel. I do, as it asks, and I'm filled with horror, paranoia, that horrible non-stick feeling stuff, but I push it away. Imagine not being Leeds, yeah, man. Danny says, I will promote them on TikTok. I'll get people I talk to put out their channels as well. Ah, lovely, Danny. Thanks, mate. I know you'll get behind them like you do everybody else, 100%. Yeah, about Nonto, mate. I do. I'm just not too sure. I'm not too sure he'll start this next game, just with Aronson having a bit of time off. But I do think Nonto will play in there now. You know, might be a case if Aronson starts next and Nonto comes on off a bench. I do think he will steal the limelight if he plays in there again for another cameo. Though I really do, and I think he won't be able to bat it away much longer. He's batted it away all season. That discussion of a winger playing in 10. Because he can't do this, he can't do that. Yeah, but we can flip that on the head and say Aronson can't do this and can't do that. You know, there's two sides to it. He can do the defensive work, Aronson, but he ain't very good with the attacking stuff. But his numbers were stacking up at one point, so you couldn't argue with it. But they're not now, so you can. Nonto won't press, he won't do this, he won't do that. Why won't he? Tell him he's got to press. Tell him he's got to run a bit more. He's technically gifted, so you ain't got to tell him that part. He can do that. Can do all the good stuff that Brendan can't do. He can do. And then what is it Aronson's really good at? Positional awareness, running with a good engine. Is Nonto unfit? I won't say so. So I think it's something we should be looking forward to, something we should be embracing. It's exciting seeing that there's been a bit of a change of heart coming to that 10 role. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's exciting that can happen. I have to just see. Emily's the same name as your TikTok. No, it's Emmy Lay, I think it is. But if she's a niche, she'll mention it to you. So Emily and Becky, you farking or fark out? Who's the Leeds lass who chokes up when the strings of Yasmin plays on TikTok? Cracking version. I'm not too sure. Not too sure, mate. Becky says I'm farking, but failure to get us promoted out. Yeah. To be fair, I've said. If we were to drop into the playoffs, and even if we still went up by the playoffs, which obviously we probably wouldn't, but if we dropped into third and the season ended and we were in the playoffs, regardless of going up or not, I would probably still look at it because there's been a massive issue there, haven't they, if we end up finishing third now, a massive problem. We win this season shockingly. 100% we've missed amps, 100%. Those away games especially, you get away with it at home, Becky, when you've got Rothwell and Tanaka playing side by side. They do the business at home. Away from home, when Ampadu were injured prior to Christmas, we were struggling. We were going away and we were struggling to pick up wins. We were conceding first goal a lot. So regardless of whether you like Ampadu at centre half or centre mid, whether you think he slows play down too much or whatever, he's 100% a massive cog in the engine of Leeds United, and we play better when he's in that side. And his leadership qualities, I think. Pascal Strouk's a very shy captain, a very quiet captain. Tries to lead by example, and I really like Strouk, although we were off it last game, but people are sometimes out there. I do think as a captain and leader, he leaves his leg in, he gets stuck in, he's a fighter. These tough games, what you need away from home when it's a bit of a shitty game and you know your quality's better, but they're kicking you off the park. We need an Ampadu. He is that shithouse. And what I will say is something I've noticed, we don't go to the referee very often. You know, we should have a penalty. We don't go to the referee and push the narrative of that's a foul, that's a penalty, that's a red card. Ampadu does. Ampadu's got that little bit of shithousery where he will say, I'm not happy, ref, will you look at this? Or gets in the ref's face. Nobody else does that. And we're severely lacking just something as basic as that as well, He's got to rotate, but no good playing players, that's for no. And he is recently. He's been absolutely flogged as Aronson. And his legs have gone a little bit, but these next 2 weeks he could reinvigorate Aronson. We could see him come back after the national break and be a revelation again for last 8 games, like he were that first 8 or 10 games. You know what I mean? He really could. Lockie did a good video on Nonto Overload for QPR match, and why Farker brought him in for it. Yeah, I've seen someone mention it. I think it might be Joe mentioned it. I haven't watched it yet, but I will check that out. I've got a bit of free time tomorrow, so I will check it out. We know Farker, barring injuries, it will be the same team as QPR. Farker will say Aronson is rested and ready to go. I can see that too, mate. I really can. Emily Farkin. I think that's me. Like, what strings he has me? What I'm sure. I thought it was, but I didn't want to say it in case it won. Yeah, maybe it might not be Sean, he might not be, but we'll see, won't we? Michael, I would start Notto versus Swansea, and if things go sideways, at least we have Aronson to run the final 5 minutes with Farker. Would not shock me if he sticks Aronson, though, to be honest. He trusts him. Yeah, that's it, Michael. He does trust him. He don't veer too. I don't like change. He don't like change for me, Farker. He don't. And it's evident there needs to be a change there. I feel like he can be stubborn at times. He don't want to go against the grain of what he's done all season, and probably admit that there is a better option in that 10. But end of the day, what I will say is on that, right? And people will give me a stick and say, yeah, but Aronson, I understand that Aronson does this and that, right? But I will also say we brought Notto in as a central player. I think initially a striker, whether he's a striker, I don't know, but he plays a 10 for Italy under 21s, right? It's got to be an argument for, regardless of what he's done really well. Aronson, by the way, has done really well this season. But play your best fucking players. Talk about he does this, he does that. Just play your best players. Who's a better footballer? Who is a better footballer? Aronson or Nonto? It's fucking Nonto. 100% it's Nonto. He's been a little bit out of form. He hadn't deserved to play some weeks. I won't bullshit. He hadn't deserved to play every game. He's had performances this season where he hasn't been at it. He's had sub appearances where he's had an opportunity to go grab that shirt and he hasn't done it. And that's fair enough. But he did it last game. He did it and he won us a point. He got us a point. He dragged us through there. In that 10 role, he took the game to Cooper and got us a point. So he deserves to play next game, regardless if it's a 2-week gap, a fucking 2-month gap. He deserves to start as Nonto. And he's a better player. If you're stood there when you're a kid and you're picking your players to come on your team and there's always Fatty who gets left last, usually we'll never meet, to be fair. Fat, but I would always pick a little bit earlier, towards the end, but not quite the end. But yeah, it's one of them where you'd pick Nonto. You would pick Nonto. He's a better footballer. And I know there's different ways to win and different tactics and all this shit. But for me, just pick your better player for your position. He absolutely nailed it. One of the best vids during these panicky times. Yeah, I will have to check that out now. You said that, but 100%. And there's Emily's TikTok account spelt like that. So go check her out and go check Becky J out as well. And I wish Gemma were in, but I don't know how Gemma is, but you'll have to get Gemma's on next time. Harry Gray linked with Spurs. I can't deal with this. Honestly, kid, it's going to come, mate. It's going to come. You want good players. You want great sides. Problem with that is, they'll come calling. That's why it's paramount we get to Premier League. Get to Premier League, then you keep him, don't you? You'd like to think he's going to want to play for Leeds. I know we only got a year out of Archie, but at least he still pulled on that jersey. Still played at Elland Road. I'm pretty sure he will now. He'll be thinking the same thing. Will Harry, but if he's good enough, he's going to have a career anyway. However good he wants it to be, he's going to be that good in it. He's supposed to be the next big thing. I don't think he has to rush out at Leeds at 16-year-old, to be honest. Yeah, he did, mate. I could see it. Because for me, I don't. It's not my ideal 10. I like a flair 10, regardless if Farker does. Just my preference. I prefer that 10. He isn't that. But if he isn't leggy and isn't tired, Aronson's fine for last 8 games. So this break, he could come back and be crucial for us, 100%. Only Firpo and Ampadu gets up ref's arse, need every decision. Now, yeah, I mean, Firpo's he's a very fiery character. He gets stuck in. But, yeah, Ampadu, Rob, we need him back, mate. Rustyton, Emily, do you have a YouTube channel? Also, any idea where's the best place to stay in Stockholm? I've not booked any gigs yet. How can anyone think Aronson is a better option than Nonto? Ian, is he, mate? Ian, no, I don't think anyone would say he's a better option. He has different. I don't know. He has a different way of playing, doesn't he? And in certain games, different horses for courses for horses. It depends on that. So he ain't a better player though, mate. 100%. We got a decision. Pascal gave away a penalty. It would have made it 3-0. Yeah. Very true, mate, yeah. I didn't read that right, but yeah, you are right, mate. Could have been 3-0, yeah. Emily, just subscribe to your channel. Pal. Nice one, Sean. Matty Aronson was never a revelation. Behave, lad. It could be a revelation, though. It could be. After, who knows? Who knows? Look in your crystal ball. Who knows? Hopefully he comes back and he is a revelation, mate. Yeah, I don't think he ever has been, but it could be. These next 8 games, it could be. Southstand Cam LUFC. Go check my mate out. Billy, he used to be one of them top guys. Southstand Cam LUFC. Quite big on TikTok too. Does all the recording for a lot of the recording in the South Stand at Elland Road. Absolutely class banter on there. So go check him out. I hope you're doing well, Billy. I'm getting some serious anxiety for these last remaining games. I know, mate, but it's what we live for. I had Danny giving me shit over there on WhatsApp, and he was saying, you wanted Jeopardy, Matty. You say all the time that you enjoy Jeopardy. Well, you've got it, and now you don't like it. I'm like, no, I fucking don't like it. I don't mind Jeopardy in games, but Jeopardy in season, like, are we going to go up? Oh, it's stressful. But yeah, I do enjoy the nervy times of sport. Love it, to be fair. It's why I enjoy sport. I've been a Leeds fan. We have a lot of a lot of downtime. So when the highs hit you, it makes them sweeter, doesn't it? I don't want to win every single game or win every. I don't. Yeah, you do. I don't want to be winning every. Having rich owners that just buy six. I don't. I like the climb. And then there will evidently be a little bit of a fall off that cliff, and then you got to climb it again. I don't mind that. But this is nervous, a bit too nervous. There was a time in November and December, Aronson was better, to be fair. He's fallen off. Yeah, 100%. There was a time when I would having to eat my words, Michael. He were really good at a time. Whether it were a revelation or not, but he were bloody good. Ramazani can get us goals. He needs 25 minutes. Not, yeah, he does, mate. He needs to get more minutes. He really does. Thing is, I can see Ramazani been a bigger player for us in Prem than in this league, which is bizarre. I just think the way it's worked out, it just can't get him out past Solomon. But I think if he got a chance, he probably would keep that spot. Maybe the chance comes if we don't sign Solomon. It's not that simple, mate. Me, I get behind on chat, mate. I assume that's the 10 role, because I think it is that simple. You play your best player, mate. I do. I don't think if we play Nonto in 10, we get beat every game because Aronson's not pressing. I don't, Richard, if that's what you're referring, I genuinely don't. No matter what anybody else has said or done videos on, I don't think if Nonto plays in 10, we'll lose games because he ain't playing. Because Aronson's not playing. I just don't. When Nonto came on, was his heat map in the traditional 10? Well, he does drift wide as well, doesn't he? He does drift wide, but like when he's wide, he drifts in central as well. I've not seen his heat map. I would drop Solomon for Ramazani. I'm not asked at minute. I like Solomon, but I think to get Ramazani minutes is probably what's going to have to happen. But I don't think he'll drop him. I think Ramazani's going to have to just deal with sub appearances. Hopefully, he gets them at least PSF, because he's had games where he hasn't even got them, has he? I don't know what Gemma is to tag. No, me neither, Emily. I'm not too sure either, but we'll get it next time. Rumours still popping about KP coming back if we go up. Not for me. Yeah, not for me, just based on his injuries. I love the story. And I think he was a top player when he was at Leeds, but not too sure. We need him back, if I'm honest. It's not a position I'm massively stressed about, that centre at Park. We'll have to, bring some upgrades in there, 1 or 2 maybe. Definitely probably 1 if we don't sign Rothwell as well. I'm just not sure. But I'll tell you what, if he comes, I'll probably be excited by signing. It'll make me smile. I'll be happy because he's just got a lovely face, smiley, happy, and he'd be dead chuffed, wouldn't he? I'd love to see him back in a League shirt, but it's a risky one for me. It's a risky one. I mean, if we could get him back on loan, he's gone out on loan every other chuffing season. Why can't we get him on loan? Let us have him on loan, and then we'll see where he is at in another 12 months. But no, they'll push us to fucking sign him, won't they, for 25 million or whatever it'll be. That's the difference, and we probably will do it. Whereas he's been good enough to loan out to everybody else. So for me, Calvin needs to speak to the club, Nige, and say, club need to tell Calvin we'll only come along, and he needs to push for that. Because he's been at West Ham, he's been to Ipswich. He needs to push for a loan to Leeds United, and then it's a less risky signing for me. Danny's put them in. Look, there's Emily's TikTok. Emily. Wilco White's YouTube channel. Go give him a follow too, please. Scooby says I like to see some rotation for the 2 games, Luton and probably Bristol. Yeah, I hope so too, mate. He's lost faith, hasn't he, in some of those bench options, which he will pick him regular all season, and now he seems reluctant to make subs at certain times. But I do think it's been really tight. He struggles to make substitutes in game when it's a tight game. And I understand it. He doesn't want to change out up and risk conceding another goal. But on the other hand, there's always a flip side. Change it up and you could get another goal. You could score a goal, But he's always going to look at it a little bit more reserved than let's go for it. He always slightly looks at it on that side of things, a bit more defensive. Solano, maybe with Aronson, it depends on his confidence more than energy levels. Only Farker will know where Aronson's head is at. Yeah, I think both, to be fair. He's definitely I always feel like he's a bit of a confidence player. He's always got energy levels to run. He runs himself into the ground, but I do feel like that's sort of wilted a little bit lately. But yeah, if his head's right and he's physically, sound again, which he should be after 2 weeks off from games, I'm sure they'll still flog him in training, mind, to double and triple sessions sometimes in it. But yeah, I mean, he has got a strong mentality. I will say that, Solomon. Coming back to Leeds, scary decision. We know what Leeds fans are like. We're not gonna roll a red carpet outfit. We're not gonna roll a blue carpet outfit. That's for sure. When you've left us and done what you've done, but he won us over pretty quick through hard work and hard work alone. That's what I'll say about Brendan. We know he ain't quality. He ain't got masses of quality with the ball, but he works hard. He works so hard, and for me, he won everybody back really quickly due to that. Probably a month or two in season, we'd all sort of forgotten he wasn't there year before, sort of thing. I'll put it to the back of his mind. Whereas other people maybe had to work a little bit harder. He won it over through hard work, and you've got to big him up for that. Passion for Leeds. Go check out my mates Callum. Here's Becky J's TikTok. Cheers, Danny, mate. You're a star. You're an absolute star. So go check them out on TikTok. You'll love them, man. So Becky's so funny on the TikTok. She's class. And Emily too with Brick Lane. It's just so excited to have them as part of the channel. Absolutely buzzing. Please hit the links if you haven't already. Michael says they say managers or players never listen to fans regarding their feelings, but do they? Will Farker stick or twist on Nonto or Aronson? I think he sticks with Aronson for one more game, and then if it doesn't work out, I think Nonto's in. But I wouldn't be surprised if Brendan had a good game back. I really wouldn't. Hey up, Angelo, hope you well. Thoughts of the playoffs have been creeping in. I don't like that. Yeah, I know the feeling. Sheffield United and Burnley just aren't going anywhere, are they? Hopefully we've got this and we go up as champions. Yeah, I agree, Angela. It's hard because, like I say, I am one who massively looks at the table, and then I have been a lot more recently. I've been waking up at 4 in the morning in cold sweats, like looking at the table. I haven't really, but I feel like I should be. It's on my mind constantly, and I don't like other teams impacting how I feel. But mainly, it's probably Leeds impacting me just by the slump in form. If we'd have picked up another couple of wins, turned those draws into wins, we'd still be clear with a bit of a buffer. But yeah, they ain't gone away. No matter how well we've done, Angela, we've done brilliant. It's been a great season. They ain't gone away. And they're still there. And if we aren't careful, we'll be looking. They'll be above us. If we're not careful, we don't come back and win that Swansea game, we won't be top. That's for sure. But yeah, I hope you're right. I think we'll be all right, love. How James and Firpo come back might be as big. Yeah, 100%. James a little bit off it last few games. Firpo voice notes going on now on Late Night Leeds. Shut up, I'm live. Yeah, I think Firpo as fullbacks, not even going on James, like Bogle and Firpo, they've been class this season, and those edges have been vital to us. The synergy between Bogle and James has just been something else this season. Definitely it's died off a little bit these last couple of games, but I do feel like everyone's been slightly off it. But I do just think they're knackered. They're just knackered. I mean, you got to think the last 3 games, it all happened in 6 chuffing days, man. Been such a small window of time, but such a lot. A lot of football congested into such a short time frame. So I don't want to look at it too bad and think too much, but I do think going forward they'll get that form back. Form's temporary, class is permanent. And there we go, TikTok Dimples 060. Lovely. There's cheers for that, Sean Wilco White. He's put Gemma's TikTok in there too, so go check Gemma out and give Gemma some love on TikTok. Say they're not on YouTube as of yet. I'm sure that'll change. They're coming on, obviously having a part on here, but who knows what the future holds. But they're going to be on here. So you want to see them on YouTube, you check them out on here on Late Night Leeds Ladies. It's going to be class. You want to check them out elsewhere. They've got TikTok accounts and they put some good content out on there. So, yeah, Andy Rowe, when I get to bed tonight, I won't be thinking of golf ball dimples. I'll be thinking, where are the dimples? Love that, mate. Love that. Don't know why people are still losing their heads. We are going up and Bamford is going to score the goal to secure promotion. Chris Gillett, you're triggering me, mate. You're triggering me. With a Bamford word. I tell you what, how class would it be though? Like, I don't rate him, but how class would that be? My God. Wayne Dawson, nobody could have predicted another season like last year. It's a nervous running from me. Yeah, I hope Wayne, hope you're good, mate. It is, mate. It is. It's an anomaly last season. What happened again? Well, it's going to happen, isn't it? 3 teams again. Only Leeds, Only Leeds. I'm loving this fight for motion. Got to enjoy it while we can. We are going up this season. Won't be as good as next season. Yeah, I think we'll go up, mate. And we have got to try and enjoy it. And I've enjoyed all season. A little bit squeaky bum time now, but it's going to make. I mean, if we go up with 5 games to go, it's going to be sound. But if we go up and it's tight, you know, and there's a few twists and turns, and you pick Sheffield United to it's sweeter, isn't it? It's sweeter. You just got to have those hairy moments, haven't you, to enjoy, you know, the highs that little bit more, because it means you've gone through adversity, and that it's just scary. It's just scary. Do you watch England when they're on, Chief? Mark, I won't lie to you, mate. I don't watch it if it's not a tournament. I don't. I think it's shit. If it's a tournament, mate, I'm all over it. Face paint on. Loving it. Well patriotic. It's Leeds over England for me. If it's a friendly, no, mate. I honestly can't even tell you when they're playing. Are they playing tonight? I couldn't even tell you when they're playing. Tournament, I'm dialed in, mate. Dialed in. I know what Kyle Walker's had for his breakfast. But not like this, mate. Michael got missing your player rating streams, Mike. Can't wait. I'm really glad you said that, mate. Honestly, I was run down. I was knackered, and I just didn't feel like doing it. And what I don't want to do is don't want to let anyone down. But obviously, I don't feel like I am letting people down. Even seeing that comment there, it's mad, really, that somebody is there saying, "Oh, I want to watch them. I love it. Thank you." But I was knackered. I was run down. I didn't feel it. I didn't just want to come on. I don't have to come on. You know, it's not my job. I don't have to come on and push it if I'm not feeling it. So, like, I'll just be honest. And with that one, I was just tired, run down. I need a bit of a break. I didn't have the energy, really, the mental energy to just come on and put that out. So I didn't want to come and half-arse it just for the sake of it. So obviously I put that post out and didn't do it. But it's something, the day after games, mate, I want it to become a regular thing on here. A couple of channels do player ratings that don't do it like I do it. And I think I do it best in terms of that interaction with you guys. And I can't wait for the day after Swansea game. We'll get straight back on that. And we'll get going again with player ratings. But yeah, I'm so happy you've said that, mate, because I wasn't sure if people were really liking it. Want it a bit too slow as I'm going through it and putting it in poll. But yeah, I'm buzzing you said that, Michael, to be honest. And sorry I let you down last week, mate. We all know Bamford's going to get that goal to get us promoted. All the late night ladies have been followed on TikTok. Cheers, Danny, mate. You're a legend. You'll enjoy it, mate. You'll enjoy it. It's good stuff. Amundsen or Nonto, it shouldn't matter. In my opinion, we are missing Ampadu in these away games with scrappy midfields. We have been bullied at times. No cards ever given. Ampadu won't allow it. Perfect, mate. Absolutely perfect. I think Ampadu, when he's in, though, he gets slated and he slows it down and people don't massively rate him. But when he ain't in, boy, do you know it, buddy? 100%. Great comment. Great comment. You know, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter who's in there. The question mark is if we go, can we stay there and get back to how we used to be this year and last year? The 3 that went up came back down. Your thoughts, Matty? If the 3 go up, I think go up. Us, Sheffield United and Coventry. No, us, Sheffield United and Burnley, which I think should go up. You never know in playoffs, do you? I think there's 2 sides already finishing below us straight away. So we only have to be better than one side that's staying up. It's going to be a very difficult ask because you look at the low end of that Premier League, there's a gap from those bottom 3 that are coming down to the rest of them. And it's, you know, your Wolves, you look at it, it's a very hard league, mate. But I think we'll stay up. I think we're building. I think the stadium, I think the people in the background, I think we're going to invest I expect massive investment in the summer. I think it's geared, you know, one way for us to stay up. I really do. I really do, Richard. I think we'll be fine. I think the manager is good enough to keep us up with backing. And then after that, we probably part ways and kick on, hopefully. I was speaking to an Aston Villa fan today, and I was just like, oh, mate, you know, what I'd give to go back to, you know, when you look at that season under Bielsa, and we were both like neck and neck, and then, you know, we went up the year after, and it looked like we were going at a certain way, finishing 9th and stuff, and then it's just, they've just gone to another level, and it's so annoying because only 5 years ago we were neck and neck, weren't we? And they've took it to that level we can currently still only dream about. PSF, I thought Farke actually looked under pressure in his post-match. He probably knows if we drop out of the automatic. I agree, PSF. I thought he looked under pressure. I think he looked under pressure and he's looked stressed in these last few games, but he should be. He should be stressed. He should be, mate. Michael got on Jer's recent news stream. He gave insight on the Schmidt situation. The player stated he had initial issues with speed of British football, and that he's been told he should feature more next year. Yeah, I actually saw that, mate. I watched that news when he spoke about that. Yeah, he's basically been told he has got a future, which seems weird, doesn't it? But yeah, Gemma helps to run Selby White. Yeah, she does, Stephen. She's helps on a lot of the Facebook pages. Does Gemma? She's class lass. So yeah, she does. She helps on Selby White's Facebook page. News came out about Ben, Arsenal centre back, not playing for England because he didn't want to let his country down. Has that resolved itself? Don't think so, mate. Ben White, I don't think it has, mate. No, I don't think he's playing, is he? I don't think. Different manager, maybe he'll get back in now. Southgate's not there. Here's what it is. It's a job, innit? You know, not everybody loves it. Ben White don't love football. He don't like the game. Not everybody does. Not everybody does. It sounds wild, doesn't it? But he's good at it, and it's his job. Fair enough. And he don't play for England, which is mental. But KP or AO, do you think they can play in the same side? I do actually, mate. I do. If you're going off styles, I would say so. KP can sit back, and I actually think AO can go forward, mate. I think AO could play in 10. I do. So, no matter how many games next season you give Farke if we get up through play. It's hard to say, mate, because if we get up through the playoffs, I sack him, and I love Farke. If we go up via the playoffs, Sean, and I know it's hard to say that because I'll be on massive high. It's the best way to win promotion. The worst and the best. It's the best way. If you can guarantee promotion, you win at Wembley. It's perfect, isn't it? So I'll be on such a high winning it. I wouldn't want to sack him. But if I'm honest, if we were to fall into playoffs and go up that way, I wouldn't be looking at going, nah, like go get someone else. Because there's no way where we are and where we've been this season, Sean, we should be falling in third place. There's just no way. You're news for the fucking shit. All the joking girls. Oh, you divvy. She met Tam recently. Wee Scottish fella, big Rangers fan, recently moved to Selby. He'll probably be in the pubs. I don't know if it's a wild take, but James has been fine the past few weeks. Issue is Pirot just refuses to get on the end of crosses 6 yards out. You know what it is? A lot of people have said James has been off it. He hasn't been getting the goals or assists, you know, the razzle-dazzle like we've seen for the last few months, have we? But he's still been in games. He's still been the likely one. You know, you wouldn't want to take him off, and that's why you don't take him off. He's still a massive threat, isn't he, Joe? And it works as hard as anybody on pitch. And if it's not quite happening for him in front of goal, with the assists or the goals, it's still worth having on pitch. And I don't think his performance has dropped. I just think, you know, that bounce of ball ain't going to go for you every single game. You know, you're not going to have a 10 out of 10 performance every game. And he had a spell where he almost was, back to back. And yeah, and Pirot refused to get on end of crosses. I mean, Pirot's dropping a lot deeper these days, isn't he? Dropping a lot deeper. He wants to get more involved in games. So he's dropping deeper than probably what he should be doing. But he can do that link-up play really well. So I don't mind it too much. But yeah, if we don't beat Jose, honestly, I've got a little feeling we'll end up with Jose in the next couple of years. Furple, we're playing on the 26th, so there's not a lot of recovery time. No, mate, it's just less than ideal, but maybe my boy Bynum can come in and give a little bit of support. That left back, I love Bynum. We won't get our form back if he doesn't use the squad. Well, this is it, mate. There's 9 games left. That squad needs to be utilised. That Benjamin, for 3 games in 6 days, PSF, it was scandalous how he didn't rotate that team. We've seen him rotate 3 games in 6 days. We've seen him rotate. We've seen that middle game. He's rotated a couple of players this season. It was ridiculous, really, to expect the lads to play as many minutes as they did in those 3 games. Adam says Pirot doesn't really have the aggression to get on the end of crosses of any sort. Joe loves a cutback. Yeah, he does. I mean, he's not an aggressive striker, is he? He's playing really. I don't even want to get into Pirot. He's playing really, really well. But yeah, he's not the. Joseph does that. Joseph, has the aggression to get on the, those near post runs where balls gets whipped in. He's out of form as Joseph. So it's not working for him when he gets minutes. But that's his sort of game. The aggressive runs to the near post to try and go and end of those balls whipped in. Obviously, it's not happening because he's just out of form. But Pirot's a different kind of player. But I don't think goals are really a problem still. For me, it's conceding, goal. We've started conceding a few goals now. Conceding first is a massive problem. This is Farke's best chance to be Premier League manager. He's never mentioned when Premier League. Yeah, I agree, Nige, 100%. Farke will only manage it Premier League really with a promoted Championship side. You're never going to see an Everton or a Wolves sack a manager and have Farke. He might be on list 30th down if you look at bookies, I don't know. But he's not going to be on list, is he? Even when he's first in Championship. But whereas last season when you had I forget his name, but you had Ipswich manager, doing really well in Championship. He would get linked to all Premier League jobs. Farker won't get them. Yeah, he does, mate. James will have a good game against Swansea, 100%. 100%. I said this season we finish second and get beat champions by 1 point. No. Yeah, me too, mate. Let's enjoy the journey. Because the destination time is not going to be fun. Yeah, it's not, mate. I'm going to go into work on a Monday morning, Paul. Pissed off. I come out with some shit, don't I, Scoop? Yeah, tickle those likes for Matty. Yeah, cheers, Top Banana. Please stick a like on the video and please subscribe if you're not already. Much appreciated. I hope everyone's really, because I'm going to wrap it up now, guys. I'll get through the last few questions. I'm going to start wrapping it up, but I hope everyone was excited and about that news as I am. There needs to be more. Evie, like that's such an Evie. We're doing an all-female show here. Evie's absolutely class at what she does. She's so, knows her stuff. Really dissects football and the games and the moments and key moments of the game and could talk about Leeds and football till she's blue in face. Can she's class. And yeah, there needs to be more ladies do this. So I hope you're all as excited as I am. You'll all be noted. I'll let you all know. We'll make sure there's plenty out there to know when they're putting the first video out. I'm hoping when I have a word with more, I'll try and push them to get something out for over the weekend, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it is, mate. It is. England play Friday. Smash a like, subscribe, please. Only had interest when Leeds players were in the... Yeah, I would say, mate, to be fair. Outside competitions, if Leeds players are in it, I don't care. Wayne, for me, and Purdue's captaincy improves the rest of the players, makes us a better team. It does, 100%. Of course, we can stay up, but Farker must go. Southampton have been pathetic in the Premier League. If we'd have gone up, mate, we'd have definitely got more points than Southampton. We'd have got more than points than Southampton and bloody Ipswich put together, I think. I think Farker's choice of fullbacks will be telling next season. They better be able to defend well. Yeah, 100%. I think Bogle, I think he can. It sounds like Firpo's going, so they've probably got to get that left back sorted, that left side sorted, haven't they, with probably a more defensive minded, a younger Byram with a left foot, a younger left-footed Byram would be good. Daniel Farker should look stressed. It's his job if we don't go. Yeah, it is, mate, 100%. Did anyone see? Oh no, better stream tonight. One of the shit takes of the week stated that Firpo goal shouldn't be allowed offside because even though Bogle didn't shoot the ball, he nearly did still. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I agree with you, Matty. As long as they back Daniel Farker, I think we stay up. Yeah, I think so, Paul. I do. Christian Lay, Josie and Leeds would be a great fit. Everybody hates us both. Match made heavy. Yeah, I honestly, it might be turgid, Danny. I think it happens at some point. I've just got a feeling. I don't think Farker would make a good Premier League manager because he's struggled with better players. I don't think they'd agree. That's a good talking point, that PSF, to be fair. What would he be like with higher caliber of player? Maybe a few more egos in there, because we've seen before with Jorginho Rutter and people like that. He's tried to pour cold water on the talent sometimes, and he doesn't really like people expressing themselves too much. I'm sure he does to a degree. But yeah, that's a really good point. That Joe Blackburn, who else gets on the end of crosses? He's coming back, and there's not. Give over. You're right though. You are right though. Chris, be funny if Bamford comes back and scores more than Pirro for the season. Never going to happen apart from in Paddy's dreams. Yeah, Paddy's famous bullet headers. Yeah, great stream, Matthew. Cheers, Danny, mate. Yeah, thanks, Matty. MOT all. Yeah, man, thank you. Rob Brookie, a few days off, Matty, back to his best. Great news for the ladies and you. Top show as ever, buddy. Cheers, my mate. I'm just going to, for anybody who's in now who didn't see this earlier, I'm just going to play the video again one last time because I'm not excited about it. I'm just going to play it one more time.
Hi everyone, it's only Becky. We are starting a late night Leeds ladies show, talking all things football, talking all things Leeds, and just putting it out there that girls like football too. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that because that's in the works with Jem and Emily. And if you are a female Leeds fan and you'd like to come on, just give us a message. MLT. Bye.
Hi everyone, Gemma here, also known as Dimples. I just wanted to say how much I'm really looking forward to the Late Night Leeds ladies, and the fact that us women, ladies, should be able to express our opinions and thoughts about football just as much as the men. Hope you're all looking forward to it too.
Hey guys, my name's Emily, also known as Emily on Instagram and TikTok, as I'm a female bricklayer and big Leeds United home and away fan. I can't wait to get started on the Late Night Leeds ladies podcast along with Gemma and Becky, showing you that us ladies can also have an opinion when it comes to football. Stay tuned.
Big up. Just had to play it one more time for anyone that hadn't seen it. But yes, that's been the news. I've been dying to tell everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. I absolutely love this channel. Love anything I do with you guys. It's absolutely class. So thank you for being as excited as I am about this new show that the girls are going to... I love that. Got me a bricklayer. Mad in it, but class as well. Class. She's actually off work injured. I think she's hurt her hip muscle through work. So she's actually off work at the minute. But yeah, class. So yeah, really inspiring. Love it. So yeah, thank you so much. Like I say, you know me, I'll waffle on for days, but yeah, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate getting behind the girls when the video comes out. So take care, everyone. Please make sure you're back for Late Night Leeds on Friday. And I know it's just me, Sean, and Adam. It's just the lads, but please make sure you're back for that. We've got the legend of last week, or the player that got picked last week from the poll, is Lee Bowyer. So Adam's worked really hard on a Lee Bowyer clip montage, so we've got that to look forward to. Question a week, we'll be getting in with chat, and we'll be reviewing the QPR game, or touching on it, speaking about all things Leeds with Sean and Adam. So please get back for Late Night Leeds. Please spread the word of Imagine Not Being Leeds. Let's keep on growing, let's keep on going, and yeah, love you all. Have a great Thursday, and I'll see you all on Friday. Thanks so much, everyone.